Hey, gang, by the way, I mean, should we assume
you're gonna start with by the way?
No, I'm just Tyler will chop this up however he sees fit. Not my responsibility. But start it wherever.
Like walking into a room and going, by the way.
Oh, I was gonna say this might be the last episode before the new year.
Yeah, probably.
Or the first one of the new year.
Or the second to last one before the new year. I have no idea when these things come out.
I don't think do people do podcasts like the week of Christmas and stuff? I feel like we take a break.
I think people take a break, but I don't think people should.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when I listen to podcasts the most because I'm on a bus.
Oh, that's interesting. We'll catch up on old apps because there's one thing you and I love. It's taking a break.
I mean, brother,
preach.
Brother, we'll take a week off for no fucking reason.
Yeah. We will stop and start this pod.
We'll take a week off because we're having a little too much fun in our real lives.
You know, sometimes we beat ourselves up about being bad with a schedule.
We're just two guys.
But then again, it's like, are we in this to be our own boss or what?
Can I say something?
Are we trying to be our own boss?
Can I say something? And by the way, And also,
what's up?
Here's the thing about podcasting, okay? You have two options. You can have a podcast that's well-produced, well-researched, funny, fun to listen to, i.e. Close Calls podcast, and maybe it doesn't come out every week because that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Or you can have a podcast where two unfunny fucks sit on a couch and prattle on about their stupid lives, and that'll come out twice a week.
Yeah.
So what do you want?
What do you fucking want? Also, none of our fans...
Choose what you want.
Can I say, none of our fans...
Have ever complained?
And y'all are the best. Give it up for yourselves.
Sometimes they'll be like, hey,
I noticed you guys posted the same episode twice in a row. And I'm like, actually, that's a Tyler thing. So,
yeah, that actually had nothing to do with us.
Tyler_snod for all future complaints.
Yeah, get his white ass.
Tyler, you're the best.
I love Tyler so much.
I was gonna say I haven't seen you in so long. But at the Kenny
DeForest Memorial Comedy Show,
fucking house down. He brought the house down.
Tyler played an original song about our late friend Kenny. Ooh, that sucked to say.
Our late friend.
Our late friend. Our friend who was late. Mm-hmm. Our late friend Kenny DeForest, and it was great, and it made me cry so hard.
Yeah, dude.
And then I had to go on stage immediately after to like close the show.
I saw that.
And I hugged Tyler, and I said to him while I was hugging him, I was like, "Fuck you, you fucking asshole," because I was crying. But it was great. Tyler's the best.
Tyler's
and
fucking
that show
incredible.
was great. Shout out to all the comedians who participated.
So you
in the Kenny DeForest Memorial Comedy Show.
I'm doing a gear shift here. I'm shifting gears
into Nooch.
Well, you said into Nooch. Yeah. You said you had something.
Oh, it's just like a little funny thing.
Okay.
I did a show last night. It was great. Where they like had a guy draw the comedians.
Oh, wait.
Which I've never liked.
Wait, hold on. Was this picture this?
No. This was just a regular comedy show, and one of the guys in the audience had like a sketchbook. And during my set, because I was first, I was like, what are you doing? Are you drawing me?
He was part of the show,
and
or
then
just
I was
a guy?
like, were you asked to be here by the show? And he nodded, but it was not part of the show.
Okay.
So like, and I said to him, I was like, don't fucking do some weird caricature bullshit that I'm not gonna like, and then show it to me.
Yeah.
I was like, you can do that and not show it to me, or you can draw me like Jessica Rabbit and show it to me.
Yeah.
But those are your only options here.
Yeah.
And like, I've never liked being drawn.
Really?
Every time someone's drawn me on stage, they've made me look either like insane, fat, or like a boy school shooter. Like they always make me look really bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't show it to me here because I don't want to be confronted with my own face while I'm on stage.
Yeah.
And I was like, and don't show it to me later. I don't want it. I love that you are an artist. And I was like, you're a more legitimate artist than I am, but I just am not interested in what you have to offer me. And those weren't the exact words I used, but that was the gist, you know? And it's fair that he thought I was joking because I was doing a stand-up comedy routine, but I wasn't.
A routine?
I was doing my recital, but I wasn't joking. I didn't want to see it. He DM'd me 4 times to make sure that I saw this fucking photo.
No.
And I couldn't have been more right.
He did not.
Look at this.
He did not follow. What the actual
Are you kidding me?
fuck? Are you fucking kidding me?
It's the most insulting thing I've ever seen in my fine.
Can we post this on the
No,
Instagram?
no. I hate it so much.
This is a page exclusive.
You can show it to the page, but don't show it to anyone else.
You look like somebody put the boy from Up through a meat grinder.
Yes, yes.
You look crazy.
And to be fair, like everyone looks crazy, but everyone looks like abstract and crazy, and I just look fat. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, these all are insulting for sure.
But some people are like
yours
orange,
feels
and I'm just
targeted.
fat.
Yours feels targeted. Wow, man.
And my like hair is flat. It's like crazy.
You should. Can I show you? Wait, did I show you this?
This is like
You
insane.
should make that a sticker.
Absolutely not.
So look at this. So
Absolutely not will I do that.
So I've been thinking for a long time about what kind of merch I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I've, as you know, we've talked about this. You know what shirts I just got? I've decided, oh, you know what? Make merch that's actually bad. Make merch that you're maybe don't overthink it so much.
Yeah.
So I had these shirts made where Kermit the Frog is gouging out Mickey Mouse's eyeballs with his erect dick.
Penis.
It's very highbrow. And I wanted to do this one too. Jenny and I were on a flight and she tried to draw me.
Oh yeah, you showed me this. That's funny.
And I'm like, maybe that's a thing.
Okay, but that's funny because it's like a bad drawing. Mine is like just like a fat girl.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Because
and
I
also
they don't
like
know.
not for nothing. I in the last like few months I lost 20 pounds. So for that to happen and then someone to draw that picture of you is like suicide inducing.
You straight up told him. You gave him very specific parameters.
Don't show it to me.
And he ignored all of them.
And then he DM'd me hitting on me.
What's the guy's Instagram? Let's put him on blast.
Know. It's like goofy dude or it's like something that sucks.
Did you reply?
No.
Tell him what
and
you think
I never
of his
will.
art. This sucks. Hey, dude, actually this sucks.
Yeah, maybe I should.
You can. That's an option you have.
Well, yeah, his DM to me was like, you were so funny. Nobody on the show is as funny as you. And I should write back and be like, that's interesting because you think my art is good and I think yours sucks.
Hilarious. Do that. Screenshot it. Post it with the picture. You know?
I don't want to post that picture.
Control the narrative.
Yeah. Take back the narrative.
I get it.
I mean, he probably has like 100 followers.
That is truly an offensive.
Also, nobody on the show reposted it. Like, he tagged all of us,
so
and nobody
likes
reposted it.
Nobody likes what he did.
But our friends, Allie O'Neill and Dave Ross were on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I texted them and I was like, do you guys remember me saying on stage that I'm going to hate this drawing of me?
Mm-hmm.
And then I sent them that and they were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Okay. I'm going to give a little PSA to every artist out there.
Mm-hmm.
Women will never get offended if you just draw us hotter than we are. Nobody knows what they actually look like. Just draw me the way that I think that I...
Yes, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I got in a fight with comedian Joe Nunnick about this because he drew me once and I looked like a school shooter. And he was like, well, I thought if I drew you all hot, you'd get offended. And I was like, who would get offended by that?
Right. I like having myself drawn, but we are dealing with very different things
We're
here.
dealing, and when people draw you, they just draw like a stick figure with a beard.
It's just a,
and it looks like you.
Yeah, it's just a nondescript bald guy.
Yeah,
sure, with a beard.
When people draw me, they're like, make sure you get every chin.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't know why that's everyone's instinct when they draw me.
This guy decided, despite everything you said, I'm gonna make a fucking marshmallow with glasses.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. And that's, by the way, not how you look.
Thank you. That's what I've been waiting for you to say.
That drawing does not look anything like you. Okay? I am in a weird position where I'm like, do I need to tell you that how you look?
I think I know I don't look like that.
You don't look like that, dude. That was a fucking disgusting pig.
Yes, I know.
Be real.
I know. That was some fucking shit pig with glasses on. It was crazy.
I'm sorry that happened.
So I just wanted to start with that.
Now, if any of our fans would like to draw us, though,
just make it nice.
You can do like a handsome Squidward thing with me and a Jessica Rabbit thing with her.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
And then just throw glasses on it.
What if that was a thing? What if we made little merch where it's like our skeletons, but they're like hot as shit?
Yeah, it's our skeletons, but they both have huge tits.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's what the Respectfully logo is, just like.
Right.
We messaged a woman and we're like, draw 2 fucking hot bimbo Bratz dolls.
Yeah, dude.
And make them vaguely resemble like outfits. It doesn't look like us at all.
Yeah.
But like, if you could be like, that one's Lizzy and that one's Andrea.
Totally. Yeah, the Respectfully logo is
the cartoonishly hot versions of us.
It's it's false advertising, but it's
Sure.
flattering.
Yeah.
Because Andrea doesn't look like that either.
I know. Yeah. It's both of us like.
It's like if you guys were like some anime
Exactly.
dorks, like Wet Dream version. Yeah.
If you were gonna get a body pillow made of me, that's the
dude.
drawing you would want on it.
Yeah, dude. However, I gotta say, this guy as a body pillow, this guy's drawing as a body pillow. So comfy.
So comfy.
Fall asleep immediately. Like a
looks
mouse.
Like she looks like she smells.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
he did draw stink
like
lines.
her breath
and
smells.
Shit. Yeah, dude.
My mouth is open in it. I'm like.
Let me see it one more time, just so I can make a memory.
It's crazy. Let me find it.
So I can burn it into my memory.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like really bullying.
Hi guys.
Hey guys, I'm here to do my stand-up comedy routine.
Yeah, I'm sending this to myself.
Fuck, I hate you.
Oh, you have my skull as my photo. I have your skull as your photo.
Yeah, I did it because you did it.
Yeah. Dude, this is so fucking funny how you're like looking up too.
I know.
In your nose.
I know.
He gave you an actual pig nose.
I know.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Also, I sent
Hey, you look great, by the way.
Thank you. I sent this to Maddie Weiner, and right when I hit send, I opened Instagram, and the next ad, the first thing on Instagram was an ad. I sent it to her too. And the ad says, "We are looking for millennials over 30 who, quote, haven't exercised in years and want to complete a body transformation."
Wow.
And then I sent that to her and said 1-2 punch. And she said, "I'm going to jump off of the planet."
Oh.
I haven't exercised in years. Ay, ay, ay.
Do you have any holiday plans?
I'm going to go to Long Island.
I'm going to go to Long Island.
I'm going to go to Long Island on Christmas Day.
I tell you what I'm doing.
No?
We're going to Tulum.
Yeah, of course you are.
Jenny's family.
I'm going to Long Island. You're going to Tulum. This is every time.
I know. I got to be honest, though. I'm not as excited about it as I probably should be. I know. I'm not getting any sympathy from you or anyone. I know.
You're not. Do you want to switch?
Yeah, I think so.
You want to go to Long Island?
Jenny likes tropical places and relaxing, and her family does too. But picture this, though.
Picture this.
You know, I am in a house for a week.
Yeah.
With her family. See,
that is where you're getting sympathy from me. I don't know her family, so it's not personal, but I'm bad at that stuff.
It's not that there's anything wrong with her family.
I know.
But it's exhausting. It's being on.
It's hard to be your best self
friendly,
for a week.
Being like a kinder, nicer version of yourself.
And like
small
not
talk.
Cursing.
Yeah, not just being
and
like,
not talking about like poo-poo, pee-pee, dicks and pussy.
There is really something to being around comedians all the time. You can really just say whatever you want.
I think I've talked about this on the podcast, how I've been having trouble doing regular small talk.
Yeah. It's hard.
Because I don't
know what to talk about.
I know.
So it's a week of that. Okay. And also I just don't relax well. So I know I'm going to feel anxious and bored and like wanting to.
You know what?
I had to turn down. You
do have my sympathy here because on paper, that's like a very nice way to spend the holidays. And I should be jealous, but genuinely, that would be a nightmare for me.
Yeah.
I don't really like tropical vacations. I like city vacations.
Same. I recharge by doing activities.
I also don't relax well. I also don't love like a beach environment. Not my favorite.
Yep.
And I famously don't like Mexican food because I have the cilantro taste like soap.
I love Mexican food, but I
actually like Mexican food. I just don't like cilantro, which is in all of it. So like.
Yeah. It's this weird thing where it's like okay, be grateful, and I do appreciate the trip and everything, and also I'd rather be here in the city with my pals.
Yeah.
I would. I just would.
Well, I'm going to Long Island on Christmas Day because one of our friends who will go unnamed in case other comedians listen to this.
Okay.
Does like as of last year, does a Christmas Eve party every year.
Okay.
And I went last year, and it was the first time I've like had fun at Christmas.
That's great.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, these are like people I actually want to be with, and I feel the thing, the like warmth and joy people discuss around the holidays.
Yeah.
So I'm going after all my family will already be there so that I can do that.
That's the thing too, man. I think there's like a resort situation or something. Maybe not. Maybe we're in an Airbnb. I have no idea what we're doing. I kind of purposely don't pay attention to the
Yeah,
plans.
free
so
vacation. This diva.
I know.
This
Again,
diva.
I don't expect anybody to give me sympathy for that. Okay, I don't come from money, and Jenny's family is like more the let's travel. Like I guess like once every couple years they do this thing where they'll find a tropical location and do Christmas there. The idea of being in a warm environment when it should be cold and you're snowed in and when you're with the people that you care about the most, as opposed to somebody bringing me pineapple juice or some shit on a beach, it just feels like weird and wrong.
I get that. It
feels wrong. You know what it is?
Also,
and go on.
And also,
yes.
And also, not for nothing, resort environments are difficult when you don't drink.
Yeah, dude.
Because a lot of resort culture is drinking.
Yeah.
And I haven't been to a resort. I was gonna say since I quit drinking, but like in my adult life, I went to a resort twice when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And like that was fun, but there's no appeal to me to go as a sober adult unless they have a water park.
I also, yeah, dude. Now we're cooking.
And now we're cooking with gas,
yes,
dude.
Baby.
One of the resorts I went to when I was a kid was Atlantis in the Bahamas.
Sick.
Water park,
Love
big
it.
one. Also, every fucking restaurant there has an aquarium in it.
Sick.
And there's a whale shark.
Do they have mermaids in the aquarium?
No, but there's a whale. There's a legitimate whale shark.
Fuck yeah.
Because they're all like connected.
Yeah.
Like it's a big aquarium with like restaurants surrounding it, like a mall. So the whale shark is in all the restaurants.
Oh, that's
You know what I mean?
The whale shark is in all the restaurants.
He visits you no matter where you're getting buttered noodles. Because I was a piggy eater as a child.
There's also this thing about resorts. I've only been to resorts through dating Jenny.
Yeah.
And it's strange. And I'm always put in this position where she wants to go on a vacation and I have to bite my tongue and be like, it's great. But truly, being on a resort is there's a level of detachment that feels icky to me.
Yeah.
It's when somebody has a high-rise apartment.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at the view. And I'm like, yeah, but you're subconsciously, maybe this is a little tinfoil hat, connecting dots kind of thing, but it's like you're subconsciously removing yourself from the populace.
Yes. No, that's what I was going to say.
In a tower looking down
There's
upon people.
definitely a weird class thing for me when I go to things like this, like a resort or like the few times that I've been to like a 5-star hotel or any of these like really fine dining restaurants in New York. Because I've worked in service, I feel weird.
Yeah.
I'm not accustomed to the lifestyle of get me this, get me that. Like I don't.
It feels wrong.
It feels weird and wrong, and I feel like I'm one of them, not one of those.
100%. Same.
And so I always feel like everyone can tell, or like I like want them to know, but I don't want to be that guy, and like I don't know, like I just feel this like weird, overwhelming sense of class consciousness.
No, dude, it's
and
same.
I like hate it.
I do not like the idea. Like when I go to travel to a new place, I'm gonna go to like a bar, ask the bartender where do the locals eat.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to do some fucking Yelped Google thing, some top 5 whatever. Like do your research or whatever. Like that's fine. I'm not saying
and
boo
those
research.
experiences are nice. I'm not gonna act like they're not. Like the 5-star hotel. I love a fine dining restaurant because I love good food. Like
I love good food.
All of that
That's
love.
why I don't want something that's pretentious. I want good food.
Yeah.
I want real food.
Yeah.
I want a fucking taco truck. I want to,
Yeah. Somebody invited me. I ended up not being able to go, but somebody invited me to one of the best restaurants in New York. And it's very much a fine dining experience. It's called Le Bernardin.
Okay.
It's like, if you're like a restaurant person, you've heard of it. It's been like on all the lists for like 20 years of the New York best restaurants, And I was so glad that I had a conflict and couldn't go to this dinner because I got offered a job there in the kitchen once.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I'm going to feel so fucking weird hanging out with these people who have never worked in restaurants at a restaurant where they offered me a job where I'm not even front facing.
Yeah.
Like I haven't even worked in restaurants long enough to be, the job was at restaurants that high end. They have a job called a cashier, which is just the person who puts the orders into the POS. That's all you do. And I got that job. And I ended up taking a server job because I wanted more tips. But like, I felt so fucking bizarre, like going and eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, totally. And all this is to say, I'm not against like a good meal. Like I like a nice. I like a couple times a year. Get yourself ball out on a fancy ass dinner.
Yeah.
But there's something about the culture of resort life that is like, oh, are you afraid to go downtown because?
And by the way, yes, they are,
because the locals are there. Wink.
By the way, that's exactly what resorts are for.
Yeah.
Like one of the two. By the way, I keep saying I went to 2 resorts. One of them was the Nickelodeon one in Orlando, so I don't know if that counts.
Okay, sick.
I got slimed. It was sick. But the like Atlantis one that we went to, their whole thing was like, don't leave.
Yeah. Yes, that's the kind of thing I have.
And then one day, me and my dad left because my dad was like us. My dad lived in Hawaii, not in a resort.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like my dad was a bartender at a dive bar in Hawaii. So my dad is like the guy who wants to leave the resort.
Mm-hmm.
So my brother and I went with my dad to like something he found. I don't even remember what it was, but I remember leaving and like it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like they acted like the second you leave the resort, people are gonna jump you.
Yeah, you're gonna be in a beheading video.
They were just trying to sell you bracelets.
Yeah, a lot of people.
It was like very
bracelets.
Chill.
Yeah. Now that being said,
like whatever.
That being said, I'm happy. We're gonna have a good time, gang.
Yeah. Hey, also, things can be 2 things. We love things that are 2 things.
Yeah. I have anxiety about it. It'll probably be fine, and I don't even know if we're going to a resort. But I do know last time I was at a resort, I was like, God, get me out of this weird little village that's designed to pamper me.
Yeah.
Don't pamper me.
Also, like,
I have no desire to be pampered in that way.
Also, like with literally with Jenny being the exception, like whenever or whoever I've gone with or whenever I've done this, like
Jenny being the exception, it's very nice.
Like,
Jenny's a princess.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is every time I've been to a place like this, I hate the other people there.
Oh, yes.
Like the kinds of people who go to these places.
The people watching is actually kind of fun.
I really don't like.
Yeah.
So when you're like, well, don't leave the resort, it's like, okay, so I have to stay in like a pretend village with people I hate.
Yes, dude.
That like is not cool.
And I'm glad you bring that up because that does segue me into some much needed damage control here, which is to say, like, Ginny is not one of those people.
I know
she's very cool. She got her money because she wasn't like it was later in life. She didn't her
and
fucking.
Who cares? It doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, like, because when we started dating, I assumed I grew up in a mansion or something.
Yeah.
Her parents still live in her childhood home, and it is half the size of the house that I grew up in.
I saw it on The Bachelor.
It is yeah, you saw the side of it on The Bachelor. It is teeny tiny. And they truly, like, she worked hard to get what she has. And so she wants to enjoy the fruits of her labor. By all means, go for it.
Yeah, but
I'm the kind of guy who, if I suddenly earned a bunch of money, I would, like, buy a jet ski or something stupid like that instead of a relaxation retreat.
You know what we would love? You know what we would love?
Okay.
A lake.
I love a lake.
As opposed to a resort on the ocean.
I love a lake.
Give me a cabin on a lake with a jet ski.
Let's go to the Ozarks, dude.
Oh.
Let's fucking go, dude.
I love lake life.
Yeah, dude.
Also, like, you don't have to be hot at a lake.
No, you do not.
You simply must be hot.
It's honestly frowned upon.
If I was going...
If you're hot at a lake, it's like, what are you doing?
If you were like, we're all going to Tulum, like a bunch of our friends and stuff, I'd have to, like, get a spray tan. But if you were like, we're going to the Ozarks, I'd be like... Well, let me get my fucking visor that I got at Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah, dude. Let me take out my
couple
fake teeth.
T-shirts.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's just more like who we are.
One more thing, and then we'll get into the story.
Fishing,
Well, one more thing before I get into the story. I came to this conclusion as I was talking. I was like, you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor. It did hit me in that moment that it's like, between the two of us, who's doing the labor? Let's be real.
Right.
So if she wants to relax, we're going to let her relax.
Absolutely.
She works way harder than me.
And I want to emphasize that.
I will say,
you know what I mean?
I will say that this is without any sort of damage. This is 100%. Let's be real.
Yes.
Let's be real, Kev. It's not for you.
Yeah, maybe we don't like going to resorts because we don't have real jobs.
Yeah, I don't like going to a resort
so we're like, what are you gonna read all day? I do that every day.
That's what it is. I think we found it. I think we figured it out.
I have plenty of downtime.
It took some time. We figured it out.
I work for 15 minutes a night.
Yes, dude.
I don't need to sit by a pool.
Oh, my whole life is downtime.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
what do you
we
mean
live in a resort.
What do you mean I can't do a show tonight? Oh.
I'm like, oh my God, I hate going to a resort. Meanwhile, I'm on my phone ordering Uber Eats to my apartment because I have nothing to do in the daytime.
I'm the fucking princess.
Yeah.
It is me. I'm the
You've
problem.
been the princess the whole time.
Oh no, I've been the princess the whole time.
Yeah, that's absolutely what it is.
Fuck, I suck. All right. Well,
no, we're artists.
That's actually really good because now I can go into it with less anxiety about like, what am I going to do? I'm going to do what I always fucking do.
Yeah.
I'm going to play my Nintendo Switch.
Fun. That's probably why whenever we go to a new place, we're like, I have to do a show.
Yeah, dude. 100%. So it feels like I have...
So it feels like I do something in my life.
Yes, dude. There is the addict. There is like an addiction to like I was out of town and I was doing like show. This week, knowing I'm going out of town tomorrow, I've been catching up on a lot of life stuff, which means I haven't done a show and I am like itching. And I know it's going to be a whole nother week before I get back and could probably do a thing. And I am like...
Yeah. When I went... So like... I went to Minneapolis and did 2-hour-long sets every night. And then I went to Chicago and had shows every night. And, like, some nights, like, because I was in a city that I don't live in for only a week, I got to be booked on everything.
Yeah.
That's, like...
It's the best.
That's how it works. If you don't know, like, when you're a comedian, going to a city where you know people but you don't live there, you get, like, the best version of doing comedy in that city for a week. So I got to do Minneapolis 2 hours every night. Then Chicago, 3 shows a night. Like, all of them are sold out. They're the best shows in the city, blah, blah, blah. That feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, that felt like I was using again.
Yes. Dude.
Like, that was like fucking everything is on fire. I feel fucking awesome. I'm the best version of myself. I'm happier than I've ever been. And then you go back to the city you're living and you're like, I got a bar show on Wednesday.
Exactly, dude. Which is why it's so frustrating. Oh, man. There's so many people in this city that are funny and so many that aren't very funny that are still getting stuff. And it's so hard to like not compare yourself. When you just want to the bookers, the powers that be, you just want to be like, you don't know what I'm capable of.
You don't know what I'm capable of.
This person only has 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Stop booking them.
Yeah.
You're going to get a new 8 every time if you want. Come on. You know what I mean? It's like.
Or you're going to get the best 8 minutes out of an hour of material.
Yeah.
Bitch,
come on. All right, we got to get into the story. Here we go.
Bitch.
Hey, Lizzy.
Yeah?
Do you want to hear a story?
Nah, just kidding. I do. Psych.
Okay.
By the way, happy holidays, everybody. I hope you have a good one.
Hey, I hope you have a good
or
whatever.
had.
Or bad?
Or had.
Had. Whenever this comes out.
Yeah.
We're talking about Lawrence Walters, a.k.a. Larry. We will be referring to him as Larry for the rest of this.
Does he go by Larry or did you do that?
He goes by Larry.
Right.
He was born April 19th, 1949. At age 13.
I think April 19th might be my grandpa's birthday.
Yeah? Oh, I didn't do the 1949 seems a little early for a Billboard thing, so we'll skip it. The Big Bopper was twisting and shouting.
Yeah. I think even that was later than that.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was like flute music.
It's probably some Gregorian
Sinatra.
Chant. Oh, okay. Wait, when you said flute music, what is that?
I don't know.
You thinking like a a wizard?
You know when like you see videos of people in like World War II dancing to like a trumpet, not a flute. Yeah.
Yeah, the Boogie Woogie Bugle
and
Boy.
They're doing like a finger wag. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy and man.
So Cab Calloway was all over the charts. Is that good enough? You know Cab Calloway?
No.
Minnie the Moocher?
Sure.
Have you seen the movie Blues Brothers?
Minnie the Moocher sounds like a lesbian.
She kind of is. You've seen the movie Blues Brothers. Remember at the end, they wind up in that concert and there's a guy in a white suit.
Yeah.
And that's Cab Calloway. He's singing Minnie the Moocher. And it's like an old timey, whatever. Anyway, this turned into a jazz podcast. It's about
the riffs you don't hit.
You fucking, come on.
Come on, buddy. It's about the episodes you don't release on time.
Yes, dude.
Tyler, cut the first one.
All right, so by age 13, young Larry, sweet baby Larry, was wandering around an army surplus store one day When he saw a weather balloon, and he was immediately inspired.
I didn't know they had those then.
He knew, if I had enough balloons, I could fly.
Oh my God, I love this. I love this.
After high school, Larry enlisted in the Air Force with dreams of becoming a pilot.
Yeah.
But he was rejected.
Why?
Due to having poor eyesight.
Oh, I was going to guess colorblind, so I was kind of close.
Close. And it was then that he vowed that he would fly by the age of 30.
Mm-hmm.
Fast
Larry's
forward,
got something going on.
it's his dream to fly.
But he's got something that's a little
Larry,
grandiose going on in his noggin.
he's got big dreams. Yes, he
might
does.
have bipolar disorder.
He might. That's actually a great guess.
Guy who sees one balloon and goes, I could do that.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's fast forward.
Said 2 stand-up comedians.
Yeah. So we fast forward 1982. Larry's now 33 years old. He's a truck driver. And he never flew, but he can't get the idea out of his head. So he decides to take action.
So
Lizzy.
he starts doing math.
Starts doing math. So one day, Larry takes his girlfriend, Carol Van Dusen.
Love that.
Love that.
Laren Care?
Carol Van Dusen.
Yeah.
I don't think she's German, but I like that
Dutch,
saying.
probably.
I like saying that. Carol Van Dusen. Yeah, Larry and Carol.
Laren Care.
Laren Care. He decides to take Carol to the very same Army surplus store that he went to as a kid.
Can I ask a question really quickly?
Yes, you can.
What in 1949? Well, that's when he was born. So now we're in.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in what, like the
82.
82. There was like commercial flights.
Yeah.
So he could just buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But he wanted to be a pilot.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I was right about that.
Yes. Yes, believe it or not.
He could buy a plane ticket.
The miracle of flight had been invented
It was like going strong.
It was going strong. Yeah, it was pretty easy.
The miracle of flight was no longer a miracle and now an industry.
Yes, it was.
Okay, great. Just wanted to double check that. 82 is like, you might have been alive. What year were you born?
I was not alive yet, but not far off.
Yeah. We know a lot of people who were alive.
Yeah.
Right. So we went from bugle times to like regular times.
To regular times. The modern era.
Yeah.
Well, he was born 49, so we can round up to 50, which is when I think written history began.
Yes.
As far as I know. Of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Men, etc.
That's when Mad Men started. That documentary.
Mad Men, etc.
Yes, etc. So yeah, 1982 is 33, takes Carol to the Army surplus store, and they purchase 45 8-foot weather balloons and helium tanks.
That's a good amount. By the way, love Carol.
Mm-hmm.
Carol is doing so much more than going to Tulum.
Such a supportive woman.
Carol is like, babe, I'll put you in the sky.
Yes, dude. So you already know where this is going.
Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't be on this podcast if he didn't tie those to a fucking lawn chair and try his best.
I'm just gonna say right now, Larry is a great man. He's a modern day explorer.
Yeah, no, I love this.
Akin to Magellan or Lewis and Clark.
Yes. Without the racism.
Without the racism, as far as I know.
Without the pillaging of native peoples.
He seems like a great guy. By the way, it's worth noting that since that many weather balloons were not commercially available, he made a fake document saying he was making a TV commercial.
Love that.
Because Larry gets things done, people.
Yeah. Larry's a guy we'd be friends with.
Okay, so this is already going where you think it's going.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this real quick as a concept.
Great.
There is a online database of every movie and TV trope ever.
Yeah.
It's literally tvtropes.org.
Check it out.
This one specifically has its own page because it's so common.
And they love to tie balloons to a lawn chair?
They lovingly refer to it as Ballonacy, which is real fun.
Love that.
It's been featured in things like famously Up. We all know the movie Up. SpongeBob SquarePants, Malcolm in the Middle, King of the Hill, The Three Stooges, The Muppets, and many, many more. That's right, people. That is right. That is right. Can you wait 5 seconds? That is right, people. Today, if you haven't caught on yet, we are telling the story of Lawn Chair Larry.
I knew it was going to be the lawn chair.
Lawn Chair Larry. who in the 80s took flight.
Who invented this?
Okay, so yes and no. Yes, he did. But the earliest recorded, oh shit, I had the name too. It doesn't matter. Some guy in the 30s who was a photographer was trying to take a picture of him sitting in a chair or something, or holding onto balloons, and he started to take off a little bit. But it wasn't like there was a guy who shot the balloons out and he was fine.
Yeah.
But what Larry's doing is like, I have a dream and I will make it come to fruition and I will fly. Yes.
I was going to say the version of this trope I see the most is I get a lot of TikTok videos of people tying one helium balloon to their chihuahua.
Okay.
And letting it float.
Scary.
Or sometimes a turtle.
Scary. Oh, a turtle.
A turtle.
That poor turtle.
And then they put the song Defying Gravity behind it.
So
I'll send you some stuff.
Please do. I think we are so bad at.
And by the way, the Chihuahua always looks like it couldn't care less what's happening.
Yeah, we are so.
It does not look scared. It's just hanging out in the sky.
We are so bad at like updating our Instagram and stuff. But like, if there was ever a time to go batshit on a post, it's this one.
Floating animals.
Floating animals all day.
I'll find some stuff.
Larry spent about $15,000 total on his batshit crazy plan.
$15,000 in 1982, by the way.
Yeah,
which is, I guess, $12 million.
So he spent $3,000 on just the helium, which is about $9,000 today.
Do you think they did some sucking it in, doing funny voice?
You know they did.
I hope they did.
You mean tell me
lawn chair Larry's not doing helium voice?
That's what I'm saying. You think Larry and Carol aren't having a good time?
That's really fun.
Come on, dude.
Should we do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Why do you think I brought you
here?
Yes.
Why
do you think? Actually, wouldn't it be so funny if these walls fell down and we were outside and balloons lifted this couch up?
I'd really love that. And then I'd get scared.
So Larry named his rig the Inspiration 1. Like it's a spaceship.
And because he knows there will be a second.
That's what I'm saying. Larry is truly, like, let me show you a picture. He is the most everyman fucking guy, but he has a beautiful mind.
Ballonacy.
Yeah, I know, man. There's something about Larry's stick-to-itiveness that
Did you see what we just did there?
Dude,
if this is the first episode of this podcast you've ever listened to, you don't speak the language yet. Go back. Go the fuck back, lock in, and figure it out.
Figure it out, will you? It's worth the wait,
Long story short, we've said a lot of stuff on here.
Long story short is hey, didn't somebody send you fan art of Long Story Short?
Probably. I don't remember stuff good.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Lizzy. You're killing me.
I'll look into it.
Because I wanna share it if they did, because I think that's a really fun sticker. Where was I? Stick-to-itiveness. Oh yeah, I was just saying that he truly
stickers that say stick-to-itiveness.
More, yes, dude. We gotta make a list.
Because they're sticky stickers, stick-to-itiveness.
Stickers.
Bitch.
We don't follow through on any of these great ideas we have. Why aren't we doing any of the things we talk about? I don't know,
because we're on vacation all the time.
Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably what it is.
You know, like that when you're on vacation and you have to send one email and it just never gets done?
Yeah.
That's my life.
It gets bigger and bigger in your mind, and then it's like, that's never happening.
That's where I live.
Mm-hmm.
But we can make stickers that say stick-to-itiveness.
So my point was just that more than any other story we've told, this inspired me.
Yeah. The Inspiration 1.
The Inspiration 1. Yes. Yes. I really think, and I'm not even kidding, there's something about the everyman nature of this guy that I was like, fucking go, Larry, go.
You love this. And I love this guy, but I get why you love I mean, this guy is kickflip. This guy is like kickflip turtle autism the way that you are.
That's funny.
Sorry if that's in poor taste to say, but you get what I mean.
No, but I get that.
I mean, of course we love this guy. We love Jackass.
Well, that's where my mind was. That
this is Johnny Knoxville.
That's exactly kind of where it's also kind of like a lot of times we tell stories of people getting in over their head. Oh, I went on a hike.
Yes.
I paid for a hike or something.
Right.
And then I wandered off track and oops, I got lost. This is a guy who gave a middle finger to everybody and was like, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And it's fucking rad.
And for what? And he said fun.
Just for
fun, dude.
He just kind of wanted to.
Shut up.
Shut the hell up and let
Shut
Larry
up.
do his thing.
Shut up.
already.
I want to fly. Haters be damned, dude.
I'm trying to find a picture of him.
Gravity being the number one hater.
This is him a little bit older, but he looks like your uncle.
I knew he was going to fucking look like that.
Yeah.
If you asked me to draw him before you showed me that, I would have drawn him.
He just like looks like he looks like a fucking.
I knew he was going to have a strong stash, dude.
Strong stash. He's definitely
cool, fun guys from the beginning of time have had strong mustaches.
He's definitely the kind of guy who like, I don't know. He's like your uncle who would like tow you behind his car in a sled in the winter.
Yes.
Which was my Uncle Bob in my family. He really did that. Picture this guy at a water park with that same shirt and,
Are you fucking kidding
jorts.
me? Picture that guy on a boat on a lake with a tube tied to it.
What the fuck? This dude goes tubing
Are you
for
kidding me?
sure.
He's doing donuts to try and make you fall off.
This dude goes fucking tubing.
Larry.
Anyway, back to the story.
I hope he flies.
Oh, just wait. He does so much more than fly. He captures the hearts and minds of one podcaster at least.
I hope he flies to China.
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 All right, here we go.
Digging a hole to China.
So, he named it the Inspiration 1 because he's a dreamer. And this is what it consisted of. 43 helium balloons. I don't know if they couldn't fit the other 2 on, or maybe some of them popped. I don't know.
I wonder if they did math on this or if that's just what they could afford.
So he bought 45.
I know.
But the rig had 43. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so 43 helium weather balloons, 35 gallons of water in plastic jugs to act as a ballast. What's a ballast, you might ask? A ballast is a weight that helps you not sway around too bad.
That's what I was going to guess.
When you're like piloting an airship and stuff.
Yeah.
Works as like a counterweight or something, I guess. Or something.
Well, because I think if you were just in a lawn chair and it went straight up, it would like flip.
Give it a little heft. You know? Yeah. A lawn chair he spent over $100 on, which would be like
a good one.
Which would be like $300 today. Which is
a good one.
Yeah,
I bet it had cup holders in both arms.
You gotta have a trusty rig. No, it's like a regular aluminum lawn chair. But in his own words, he put it through the Larry torture test. Because he was like, the bones.
He hit it with his car.
The bones need to be good, you know? He hit it with his car. He runs it over.
He hit it with his car.
He also
dropped it from up high.
He just stood on his roof and tossed it.
Yeah.
It looks good to me.
Yeah.
He also brought along an altimeter, or not altimeter, altimeter?
Ultimatum.
It's the altitude. Altimeter.
Alton Brown.
From sure.
The Food Network.
Yeah, sure. He brought along Alton Brown. A camera, some sandwiches.
Peanut butter and fluff, I assume.
A bottle of Coke. I'm not even kidding.
Mentos.
The dude was
a bottle of Coke, Mentos from propulsion.
I wonder how long did he plan on being up there? Where he's like, I better pack a couple sandwiches.
I think he knew that there was no way to know.
He brought lunch, dude. It's so funny. A bottle of Coke, not water. I might want a little Coca-Cola Classic while I'm up there floating around. A CB radio, a BB gun
to shoot him out,
and a parachute just in case things went awry.
Thank God.
A BB gun. Maybe if he got attacked by birds, the BB gun could come in handy too. This goes probably as a surprise to no one, but it is worth mentioning that Larry has 0 flight experience.
Yes.
So.
Also, I would like to assume that even if you've flown a plane,
it ain't like flying a launch.
You still have 0 lawn chair experience. You know what I mean? Like, those buttons are different.
Yeah, dude. So, on July 7th.
Maybe a hot air balloonist could do this. Why didn't Larry just learn how to... Whatever.
Because he wasn't born in the 1800s.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to tie it to a basket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of is the same thing.
It's kind of, yeah. So, on July 2nd, 1982, Larry gets the Inspiration 1 all set up, and he tethers it to his friend's Jeep.
Yeah, of course.
And he takes a seat in his expensive-ass lawn chair. Now, he's at his girlfriend's backyard. Now, when I looked this up, they gave the address. So
interesting. Should we go?
He's at his girlfriend's backyard at 1633 West 7th Street, San Pedro, which is
San Pedro,
Los Angeles, California.
California.
Yes.
We should go.
We should make a pilgrimage.
There's just some family living there. We're like, do you know about Larry?
Yes, all the time. It's like the lady who lives in the Breaking Bad house. They like hate it.
Yeah, but I feel like this probably not as much.
Why his girlfriend's backyard? Not only is Carol the most supportive girlfriend of all time,
obviously. Plus, she has to see him off.
Well, he originally wanted to do this insane stunt in the Mojave Desert, but Carol begged him to do it from her backyard so that he could be close to a hospital.
Aww. I like to imagine Carol. If I was Carol in this situation, I would dress up like the ladies who like waved handkerchiefs at the Titanic.
Love that.
You know what I mean?
I wonder if you should have looked this up. I wonder if he christened it. Broke a bottle of champagne
Absolutely,
over the lawn.
he did, but it was Miller Lite.
Yes, dude.
Absolutely, Larry did that. There's no way Larry didn't do that.
Now, this isn't anywhere in my research, but you best believe if it were me, I'd be cracking a couple cold ones this day. You think I'm going to take flight sober?
What, am I going to get a DUI up there?
An FUI?
No way.
Flying under?
I got it.
Thank you.
We all got it. We're right there with you.
FUI?
FUI.
FUI? You're
going to try to give me an FUI? FU. I inspiration one.
And the I stands for inspiration
one.
I. And that second I is a one.
Also there.
That second I is a one.
Just us drunk fighting with a cop from a lawn chair with 2 balloons on it.
2 balloons. 2 Party City balloons. Mm-hmm.
One of those ones
Happy
that's like
graduation.
One of those ones that looks like a corgi that like floats along the ground.
Okay. So here's the plan. Okay. This is what he says his plan was. He was just going to hover in the air for like an hour and feel it out.
Yeah.
And then 30 minutes before taking off, he'd inform the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, of what he was doing so that he didn't get shot down or sucked up by an airplane engine or anything. Yeah, that was the plan. Larry knew
that'd be awesome if they had to ground all flights from LAX.
Dude, I know.
LAX.
So Larry knew what he was doing was illegal, which is so funny.
Yeah.
He was like, make sure you tell the FAA, not so he could get proper procedure in place, just so that he was like, hey, tell him to watch out for me.
Dude, I love a guy who's like, hey, what's up? I'm breaking the law.
Yes,
Just want you guys to know.
Again, I love Larry.
Just want you guys to know what I'm up to.
You know why I love Larry? Because he's a straight shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think is the definition. You know, Lair comes in, he's like, buddy, I am a straight shooter through and through. I'm going to take these hot air balloons and I'm going to take flight.
Yeah.
And the guy at the Army surplus store was like, what was that? And he was like, I'm shooting a commercial. And he was like, that's all I need to hear, bud.
Yeah.
Here's your change.
Yeah, he definitely went, I'm shooting a commercial. Wink.
Wink. And
then they fist bumped.
So the idea, again, fly around, hover for an hour, feel it out, and then he'd call the FAA and say, I'm coming, and then he'd cut the tether and float towards the desert and gently land on the ground. That was the plan, and then everybody would be like, that was awesome, Larry, you're the fucking coolest. Everybody would be like, this fucking
Everybody
rules.
would be like, Larry,
yes.
Larry.
100% he's going to work with his story and whatever, right? That's the plan. Here's what happens instead.
Right.
He sits down, they fill up the balloons, and almost immediately after hovering in the air, the tether tied to his friend's Jeep snaps and Larry takes off.
The balloons were too strong.
It's not like he just casually started drifting above his neighbors' houses either.
He's zooming.
No, dude, this thing slingshot him into the air at a rate of 1,000 feet per minute.
Oh my God.
That is 258-year-olds per minute.
Thank you.
That's like 11, 12 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
So he's just boom and gone. So imagine you're Carol.
He's like in cartoons where somebody like gets flown and then they disappear into the sky and it goes dink.
Yes, dude.
You know, it like turns into like a little spark and it goes dink.
He's just like, I regret nothing.
Yeah. And Carol's like, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck, oh, fuck. I told him not to do it. Oh, fuck, oh, fuck. Yeah, dude, freaking out. So just imagine you're Carol in this situation. Listen to the tone.
I think if I had to kill myself, I'd do this.
Listen to the listen to the tones in their voices over there because he does have a CB radio, so he's communicating with Carol.
Do you have it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I'm so excited that you have. This is a podcast.
Listen to the sound, just the way that they are talking, though. Okay, so
By the way, Larry definitely said over, like, Carol, you're not saying over.
Yes. She's, of course, worried sick about Larry, and he's just like, yeah, calm down.
I got my other glasses.
You hysterical woman.
Also, you're not doing the lingo that we talked about. You're supposed to say over.
Yeah. I just love that he's like immediately annoyed with her.
Yeah.
This poor woman's like, you're going to die.
Yeah.
And he's like, shut up.
And he's like, blah, blah, blah. This is my drink.
Yes, dude, let me enjoy it. I'm not asking for directions.
He's
I
like
don't need to pull over. I got it.
He's giving guy who's grilling.
Yeah, dude. And you know Larry grills.
You know Larry grills. He's giving guy who's grilling and is absolutely burning the ever-living hell out of a piece of chicken. And his wife is like, you might want to flip that. And he's like, I got it.
Yeah, dude, get off my back.
Over.
God damn, dude. I don't know anything about their relationship other than that little soundbite, and I love it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It feels kind of familiar and nice.
Yeah, and he's not being mean.
No, he's just like, So he took off and he had like protective, he was wearing sunglasses, but he's like, I need to protect my eyes. And she said immediately his glasses fall off. And he's like, I got an extra pair of glasses. Don't worry about the glasses.
Yeah.
Shut up already.
Yeah.
Insane reaction. He's a fucking psycho and I love him. So Larry ascends rapidly to about 16,000 feet.
That's crazy.
That is 4,000 8-year-olds.
That's such a big elementary school.
That's several schools.
That's like a school district.
That's a district. He's a district high.
He's a district of 8-year-olds high.
He's about half the height, like a little more than half the height that commercial airplanes fly at. 30,000 feet, he's like halfway up.
You know how when you're in an airplane, you're so high up that you don't get afraid of heights because you don't even realize how high you are?
That's how high he is.
That's how high he is.
It's
Not
like
to mention all the weed he smoked.
He's like higher than the Sears Tower.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Insane. So he's like on top of a skyscraper in a lawn chair, essentially, floating around.
Just raw dogging the sky.
It is 2 degrees. It's cold up there. 2 degrees Fahrenheit, 17 degrees Celsius if you're British.
And don't be.
Please don't be.
and fucking don't be.
Don't start. Don't start with us. You're 3 miles in the air. Okay, put yourself in his shoes. You're 3 miles in the air. You didn't
put yourself in his Tivas.
Put yourself. You didn't tell the FAA what you're doing. The air is getting thin, hard to breathe. It's cold.
Oh my God.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
And it's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oof. How am I going to explain this?
Yeah.
Well, Larry got spotted by not 1, but 2 commercial airliners.
Nice.
So maybe put yourself.
Awkward.
You
just had to be like, hey.
Maybe put yourself in one of those passenger shoes.
Oh my God. You're like the lady who's like, there's a man on the wing.
Yeah, dude.
No one will ever believe you.
You're on a flight, right? Maybe you just woke up from a nap. You remove your neck pillow. You crack open the window.
It's 1982.
It's 1982.
You haven't flown a lot.
You know, you're flying to LA to see Wham in concert.
Yeah, you have big hair.
You have big hair. You got to
fly. Are people smoking on planes?
People are smoking everywhere. You look down at the city of LA below, and you see just some guy in a lawn chair floating around with some sandwiches and a gun.
I would be like, excuse me, stewardess, because that's what we called them then. I'd be like, excuse me, stewardess, I've gone insane. I need you to address the fact that I've lost my damn mind.
Dude, I love it so much. You look down and you see a guy with a fucking rifle drinking a Coke.
And then you hear, wow, wow, wow. The Jackass theme song. I did it kind of bad.
That was the wow,
you know,
wow.
at the beginning,
Have you ever seen Jackass?
Brow. Yeah, it was close.
Kind of like that, I think.
No, we were both wrong. We can hear it in our heads.
Do you know what song that is? Do you know who does that song?
Yeah, but I can't remember right now.
Because we could pull it up. I don't remember the name of it. I guess we could just look up Jackass theme. It's the Minutemen. Doesn't matter. But I think if we can play that first little that won't get us flagged, right? Because I want to see who's closer. Do yours again. So yours goes up. I thought it went down. That's what I thought.
Let's find out.
Boy, watching you text with those nails is incredible.
Thank you. I have a special skill. Well, it's just because it's one hand. It's not because of the nails.
Oh. Bow, bow, down, down, down. Yeah, it went up. Brown, 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 down, down.
We both forgot the now now.
Brown, brown, boom, boom,
You get it.
Do. Another issue. Are you just reading texts?
Reading
Somebody send you a meme?
I'm reading the comments on the Jackass theme song YouTube video.
All right.
And they're like, you know how much we love Jackass?
Yeah.
It's like that if you had like nothing fucking else going on.
Yeah, what is
like
it?
It's like people being like,
Top comment
in quotes, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville. Welcome to Jackass."
Okay.
As if we didn't know.
That's fine.
And then it's like, POV, you wake up hungover as hell on the floor remembering everything from last night.
Sucks. Next
Sucks.
comment.
That initial riff is legendary. Heart emoji.
I agree.
Yeah, but like you had to write it on the YouTube video?
No, these are people seeking connection. Yeah. I shouldn't. Hey, Tyler, delete that.
The national anthem of Watch This.
Yeah, it's all pretty bad.
I bet Larry would love it.
Yeah. There is something about that that's so
It really does
satisfying.
make me happy.
It does.
It makes me feel like when I hear that, I know I'm about to feel joy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Or
I should
like-
comment that.
Yeah, dude. Write that right now. I dare you. Dude, I double dog dare you.
I don't think I'm signed into
Should we
a
start
YouTube
doing
account.
for the new year? Should we start doing
Double
dares?
dog dare?
Should we start doing dares?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But there has to be like a punishment system in place if you don't do it so that you don't
Yeah.
have to, but there are consequences.
We should turn this into Impractical Jokers.
If
Essentially.
you don't do your dare, you have to do the next two stories.
Wow. Fuck.
Next one?
I worry you're
Even
gonna,
if it's not your turn?
I worry you're gonna give me something.
That's true. That's true, because then
No,
we'll
that's
just
the point.
weaponize that against each other.
Yeah.
But we'll have to come up with a series of rules that are like off limits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Like nothing that would harm any
you can't be like
friendships or
you can't be like say the N-word on Joe Rogan.
yeah, can't harm a relationship or career.
Yeah.
That's kind of it.
Yeah.
That's kind of it.
I would go probably no nudity.
No, of course no
Because
nudity.
that's just like
but physical pain we're fine with.
that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, it could also be
Humiliating.
humiliating, social, awkward
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Like I dare you to like, I don't know, talk to that boy. I dare you to talk to that boy in the lunchroom.
Yeah. We'll think of it.
You know what the hard thing is? I really can't think of too many things that either of us are not down for anyway.
I know. We already just scream yeah when we're in when we're in public together.
Yeah, we kind of have we already have a couple things like that where it's like,
Yeah.
hey, can you get Toby to bark?
Right.
And it's like, I bet I can get him to bark.
Right.
Like that's kind of how we hang out.
Without straight up asking him to.
All right, so let's do this. Let's just keep open the possibility of dares.
Yes.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. Because I think if we sit here and try to define it right now,
It's not gonna happen.
nothing's gonna happen. But I feel like there will be a dare-worthy moment at one point.
Yeah, we also, instead of outlining the rules, we could each get like a number of vetoes
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
for the year.
Like 5 for the year.
5 for the year.
It's fun. Interesting.
5 vetoes for the year, and then after that, if you don't do it, you have to do something else.
All right.
You have to do homework.
Yeah. Yeah. What if it's like next time we're out, like on the road, maybe a festival or something, and remember we went to the aquarium
Yeah.
and you wanted that claw thing?
Did I?
There was like that claw. It was like a dinosaur head claw thing.
At the airport.
Oh, it was the airport. Yeah, yeah. And what if? How fun would that? And you didn't wind up buying it. But what
Yeah.
if it was like, buy me this?
Yes.
And it's like,
Yeah.
No, but if a penance could be, now you have to buy me that claw thing.
Right.
You owe me like a dumb treat or something.
Yeah,
that's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, where were we? Larry, play it again. Play the song one more time. It'll get us back into it.
Yes. Hi, I'm Lawn Chair Larry.
Welcome to the 80s. Now, another, what is it? He's floating up. Oh, yeah, 2 commercial airliners see him. Here's another issue. He's not floating east towards the desert like he had hoped.
Sure. Well, there's no steering mechanism on this damn thing.
Damn right there isn't. He's floating west towards the Pacific Ocean.
Other way.
Towards the Pacific Ocean.
Soft landing.
And maybe, probably even worse, you know what else is west from where San Pedro is?
Asia.
LAX.
Oh.
Asia is also true. Good thing I brought those sandwiches. LAX, which is what he was worried about.
Right.
Getting hit by a plane or something. So he switches his radio.
One of the biggest airports in the world.
He switches his radio to call Mayday into REACT, the Radio Emergency Associated Communications Teams.
Now, I feel like they didn't need to put associated in there, but they were like, if we do, it'll spell react.
It's got to be react. They don't want wrecked.
Right.
No. What is...
That'd be bad juju. Wrecked.
You might be saying, I've never heard of the Radio Emergency Associated Communications Teams, Kevin. As a matter of fact, just thinking about what it said, Radio Emergency? What are you talking about? Well, the radio...
Kevin, you took the words right out of my mouth right there.
I know. We're all waiting for me to fill in the blanks. Baby birds, I'm about to feed you. The REACT was a citizens like CB radio monitoring station or organization who worked with local response teams in times of crisis.
Right.
So basically, and this is something that's a little before my time too, but I'm going to throw it to you. Are you familiar with CB radio, ham radio culture at all?
No.
So back in the day, to my knowledge, having done no research, but hearing about it through pop culture throughout my life. So if somebody thinks, if I'm wrong, somebody write in and correct me.
Or don't. You don't have to always be like, you guys are actually wrong about this.
No, you should. Or leave a comment. How about that?
But my point is be nice.
If you use Apple to get your podcasts, because Spotify won't let you leave a comment, you can leave a comment on Apple. It's good. It's good for engagement.
I'm just saying be nice.
Yeah, you can be nice. If you're the kind of person who gets upset about this, you're at the wrong podcast.
Sometimes I'll get a DM that's like, you said this on a podcast and it's not actually blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay.
Yeah?
Okay, listen, I'm just one man with a microphone.
When's the last time that happened?
It happens to me like probably twice a month.
Oh, damn. People hate women.
Yeah.
I don't get that at all. I could just make up shit all day long and people are like, go, Kev, go.
I know. But I'll say something that's like, I don't like the beige flannel that is sold on TikTok.
Yeah.
And people will be like, well, actually, not a lot of people can afford nice sweaters.
Oh, my God. This kind of person ain't listening to close calls.
Right.
These are on clips. These are not fans of your podcast. I don't think me telling what the Radio Emergency Associated Communications Teams react. I don't think that's going to be clip worthy.
I also don't think anyone's going to correct you because I don't think anyone knows. I think you could make it up right now.
So CB radios, ham radio.
Yeah.
People were able to communicate over the airwaves from their home in a way that was like new and exciting. I think people like this pre-internet, post-phone, of course, but pre-internet. And I think people were using it almost like chat rooms or like a Twitter or something. So it's like, all right, everybody.
Or like, dare I say, a podcast.
Or honestly, dude, perfect parallel. I don't know why I didn't think of that. It's
I was
100%.
Like, let me think of something that's people sitting around talking about stuff they don't really understand.
Yes, dude. So like truckers use them, you know.
Yeah.
We know that. Breaker,
and
niner,
Larry,
and Larry
famously is a trucker.
Oh my God. So right. You're connecting all the dots I missed. Yes, dude. But
and that's what I'm here for.
It's also a very nerd culture thing. It's a very niche thing. So like but I also, I think it's like, all right, like if you're like a metalhead and you love Def Leppard,
Tune in.
We've actually got a channel if you have a CB radio, and it's like
we can chat.
Yeah, dude. I think it's like Wednesdays at 8. We
Love
all
that.
log in and
Love that.
do like a party line about our nerd thing.
Love that.
So React was, hey, if you have an emergency, if you're in your car or boat, something
Or
that
your
has
truck.
or your truck, something with a radio, and this was, this is before cell phones. You can reach out to us, and we'll call 911 for you.
That's cool.
So Larry tuned in with his CB radio to React, and what I'm going to read for you now is an excerpt from the actual transcript.
Love it. Hit it.
This is gonna alternate between React and Larry. Okay, React. What information do you wish to tell? What information do you wish me to tell the airport at this time as to your location and your difficulty? Larry. The difficulty is this was an unauthorized balloon launch, and I know I'm in a federal airspace, and I'm sure my ground crew has alerted the proper authority, but just call them and tell them I'm okay. React. Well, stay safe and try not to chud it up.
Shut it up.
I don't know.
Hey, gang.
But I love it.
Hey, gang. Stay safe and try not to shut it up.
Hey, chud on.
That's how I'm signing off of this podcast from now on.
I also saw another
That's
excerpt.
so 80s.
I'll shut it up, I know.
All right, man. Stay safe and try not to shut it up.
And you crack open a tab and rollerblade away.
That's a guy who works at radio in the 80s.
Yeah, dude. Now, sure, he could jump out of his chair since he has a parachute.
Oh, yeah. I was like, could he?
But I think jumping is fucking scary.
Yeah.
I think you really have to psych yourself up. I also think maybe he's not high enough for the parachute. But mainly, I think Larry just doesn't give a fuck.
I think Larry wants to fly.
I think Larry's vibing.
I think Larry's always wanted to fly.
I think Larry's
and here he is goddamn flying.
I think Larry's in a precarious situation to everyone on the ground and in those two airplanes above him.
Yeah.
But I think in Larry's mind, it's just... It's just like Fog Hat playing, and he's just like, yeah, dude.
We both just struggled to think of any guitar riff.
Slow ride, take it easy. I think he's like, this is it. This is all I ever wanted.
Yeah. His dream is coming true.
I love Larry, dude. He drifts over Long Beach, and he enters the approach corridor for Long Beach Airport. After 45 minutes, Larry decides, I think I want to come down now.
Yeah.
So he grabs his BB gun.
Was he dressed for cold weather?
I think he's wearing a long sleeve shirt.
Great.
Maybe a jacket, but
probably a band on it.
Yeah, dude.
Probably got a friend's band on it.
Yeah. So Larry grabs the BB gun and he shoots some of the balloons out to begin his descent.
Yeah.
Which is so funny to me. You called it earlier, but I didn't see that come. I was like, I really thought it was like...
I knew that was the plan.
I thought it was like, birds or something. I thought he could like just untie one or cut it. He's like, no, I'm just going to... Poof, poof. Yeah,
well,
dude.
He's Larry. He's going to make it fun.
Larry fucking rips, dude.
He's doing a carnival game up there.
So I guess it's all going according to plan.
Does he have like a seatbelt?
Yeah, I think he's strapped in.
Yeah.
God, honestly, dude, I hope... Well, yeah, he does. I'll show you the... There's actually a photo of
the schematics
of the lawn chair. But I don't want to find it right now. We'll get to it. All right. So, by the way, Larry drops the gun.
Oh.
He's got butterfingers.
That's not a by the way. That's like a big plot point.
Well, he already shot out some of the balloons. And so now he's descending, but he's falling too fast. But being quick on his feet, spry like a fox, he just starts unloading those big-ass jugs of water, the ballast that he has tied to his chair. Which
hopefully not hitting anyone.
We don't know. And I don't think Larry seems to have thought of
how am I... You're walking your dog and a jug of water falls
Dude, I know.
16,000 feet and hits you.
Just flattens your chihuahua.
I was literally going to say lands on your chihuahua.
It just explodes. And you look up and there's a guy in a lawn chair.
The way that would instantly ruin my life. I would be different forever if that happened to me.
Yeah, I think Larry thought he thought, how am I going to get up there? How am I going to get down? And what if I'm a little hungry?
Yeah.
And that is it.
Yeah.
No concern what's going on the ground. Just flying around with reckless abandon.
I'd be less surprised if he brought a Walkman than I am that he dropped the gun.
Yes, dude.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, dude. So he unties the ballast. He unloads a bunch of them. This slows his descent enough to where he's not going to crash into the earth. Here's a quote from Larry. I cannot say that I was afraid or anything. The part that was scary was the last 300 feet with the rooftops and telephone poles coming up so fast. I was praying I wouldn't hit one of those power lines and be fried or sizzled. Well, guess what? Larry did get entangled in power lines. He just fell right into power lines. I picture him just, oh, Larry, what have you gotten yourself into? He's just, damn it.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. Damn it.
Ah, shit. All right.
Every part of this is so fucking perfect. Okay, so Larry's honestly maybe one of the luckiest people in the world. Larry's girlfriend, Carol,
ride or die,
called 911 and told them about his projected landing area, I guess. So the electric company shut off the power grid in that area, which is why Larry didn't get fucking fried to death.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. Everything was just
so a bunch of people lost power because Larry was in the sky?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, a couple blocks.
Blackout.
Yeah, dude.
Blackout. Larry's got a dream.
Because some asshole in a lawn chair. It's perfect, right?
A family's fridge turned off.
Yeah, dude. Somebody was watching the game or something. Has a lot of money on it.
God forbid somebody's on at-home life support.
Go. An iron lung shuts down. But God damn it, Larry needed to fly.
But Larry had to fly.
Larry had a dream. Larry descends from the power lines safely and is immediately arrested by the Long Beach Police Department.
Yeah, well.
A local reporter asked Larry what his motivation was for doing this, to which Larry replied, "A man can't just sit around." Yes.
Larry also hates vacation. Dude.
Do you see?
Dude.
Do you see?
A man can't just sit around.
I told you, as I researched this, I was getting more and more hyped on Larry.
I'm obsessed with a man can't just sit around.
Man can't just sit around. Do you think he was thinking
lawn chair Larry?
Do you think while he was up there, he was
Dash lawn chair Larry?
Do you think while he was up there, he was like, I gotta have something cool to say?
He had a little notebook. He was like, well-behaved women never make history. No.
No.
You're only as big as your no. Inspiration : a man. No.
Inspiration one today. No, that's not good.
That's nothing.
Hey, a man can't just sit around. I gotta then he starts shooting out balloons. I'm ready.
I gotta tell him.
Can I tell you, this is very dark and morbid.
Okay.
But it's one of my favorite other little quotes from a weird story like this. Do you know the first school shooter was a woman?
Hey.
And when they arrested...
So was the last one.
Dude, right?
The most recent one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, great. Feminism. Look, but the first school shooter was a woman. It was in the late 60s or 70s. I forget her name. But when they arrested her...
Classic. Whenever women do things.
I don't remember most
We don't remember them.
shooters. Listen, but...
Everybody knows Dylan Roof's name.
When they arrested her, they asked her, why did you do this? And she goes, I hate Mondays.
Yo.
Isn't that crazy?
Yo.
She went to her high school.
Oh, my God.
It was I hate Mondays.
School shooting is bad, but that rips. That's
crazy.
So funny.
Crazy, dude.
No, it's crazy and horrible, but that's so
crazy
funny.
Good. I know.
Garfield-ass answer.
I know.
Hate Mondays.
Do you think that's where Jim Davis got the idea for Garfield?
Yeah,
Which came first?
Yeah, absolutely. If you look into it, you're going to find out that her last meal was lasagna.
There's actually a very dark backstory to Garfield, yeah.
There is?
No, that he's her or something.
I think in real life.
After Larry's flight, a regional safety inspector by the name of Neil Savoy said, quote, "We know he broke some part of the Federal Aviation Act, and as soon as we decide which part it is, some type of charge will be filed. If he had a pilot's license, if he had a pilot's license, we'd suspend that, but he doesn't."
Can't fire me if I don't work here.
Exactly. How much time do you think Larry served?
Like 3 nights.
3 nights. And how much in fines do you think Larry accrued?
A lot.
Throw a number out.
20 grand.
Okay. So 3 nights in jail, like a weekend.
Well, because my thing
20
is
grand.
like they don't have anything that they can actually charge him with. Besides like trespassing.
So after all of that, Larry served 0 jail time.
Okay, I was close.
And he was fined just $4,000.
Oh my God. He spent more money on the balloons.
Which, by the way, because he's amazing, was lowered to just $1,500 because Larry was able to successfully argue in court
He represented himself in court.
that his flight was immune from certain aviation fines because a lawn chair does not qualify as an aircraft.
Bitch! Larry!
10 days after the flight, Larry appeared on Late Night with David Letterman.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Larry got the damn couch, didn't he? Larry got the damn couch for this.
Yeah, dude, that picture.
Do you think they tied a bunch of balloons to the couch?
You know what? No, they didn't. But this picture that I showed you, that's him on Letterman.
That makes sense because I've seen that before.
How fucking rad, dude.
That's so sick.
So
we should watch
amazing.
if it's on YouTube.
By the early 90s, Larry was featured in a Timex print ad and briefly worked as a motivational speaker.
Let's go.
Which I would pay every penny I have to be able to go back in time.
If this happened now, Larry would become a stand-up comedian.
Dude, I want to see that motivational speech.
Yeah.
93, Larry was awarded an at-risk survivor as part of the Darwin Awards, which I think is kind of unfair because the idea of the Darwin Awards is people that are so dumb that they accidentally kill themselves.
Yeah.
And so having a survivor in that's kind of lame. Plus, I don't think Larry qualifies either because it's not like he was in a precarious situation, but never, just the way he talks about it, I also feel he was kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
He wasn't like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
At any point.
Yeah.
I don't know, but whatever.
Maybe the power line.
And this is sad. Larry's no longer with us.
Right.
October 6th, 1993, Larry took his own life.
Oh, my God.
At the age of 44 in the Angeles National Forest.
That sucks.
No note, nothing. We don't really know why. But it was a full decade after this, so it's not like, I don't know if it had something to do with media coverage, how that affected his life.
Well, a man can't just sit around.
Maybe, like you said, maybe.
Was that fucked up to say?
You can't just sit around.
Sorry.
Well, you mentioned before, which is I didn't think of this, but like maybe he's bipolar. You know, he could have just had very heavy.
I mean, it kind of seems like it.
Who knows?
Like, it definitely seems like, I'm not a doctor, but it definitely seems like there's something, diagnosable here.
1990. Yeah, probably. Or he's just got big dreams. October 6, 1993. Or I'm sorry. 2014, Larry's lawn chair was loaned to the San Diego Air and Space Museum. Later, Larry's lawn chair is donated to the Smithsonian.
Awesome.
And it is now on display at the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. And yes, I will show you right now.
Did he and Carol break up?
Oh, I didn't see any mention of that. So let's just assume they were together
forever.
Yeah, why not? That's the lawn chair.
Yo, Larry.
Right?
Yeah, it's a regular ass lawn chair.
It's just a regular ass lawn chair, and you can see the jugs tied to the side, which is such a nice.
It's got arm straps.
Yeah. So it looks like there's like a harness, kind of.
Emphasis on kind of.
Maybe.
Like barely. That's awesome.
I'm gonna bring this to the camera. And you can also. Oh yeah, no, not a So what? So
like
it looks
backpack.
Like, yeah, like a backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like there's like a seat belt or anything. Is this gonna? Let me see if this works.
You don't have a microphone.
I know.
You can see the arm straps. I'll talk, you point.
Okay.
These are the arm straps. They function like a backpack. These are the jugs. Get it? Jugs. I'm Kevin.
Hey, can I use that? That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, write it down.
It's actually pretty. Ooh, write that down.
Ooh, write that down.
2024, April 2024, a musical based on Larry's flight premiered in Salford, United Kingdom.
Ooh.
And currently, there is a documentary called Larry's Lawn Chair in production.
Oh my God.
So you best believe we're going to repost this when that comes out.
Oh my
For the SEO.
God, how do we get cast in that?
We'll at least mention it.
I could be Carol.
We've been trying. Yeah, dude. It's a documentary, but yeah, sure.
I know, but you think sometimes they do dramatic reenactments.
Pretty amazing.
You think I couldn't be fucking Carol?
Pretty fucking amazing. Should we just never put this out and then wait for that documentary to be done?
Maybe.
Kevin, has anybody ever tried this? It is a trope in fiction. Has anybody ever tried this for real?
Well, Larry.
Well, like I said, there was a photographer earlier. I forgot I have a whole list here, actually. 1930s-ish. Al Mingalone. Mingalone? I don't know. A photographer is lifted to about 700 feet by weather balloons for a photo assignment, but becomes untethered. He's rescued by his father, who shoots out the balloons with a rifle to bring him down. On New Year's Day 1984 in Stowe, Massachusetts, Kevin Walsh made a flight to 9,000 feet with 57 helium balloons.
Larry copycat.
And descended by, there are a lot of copycats. Larry started it, tons of copycats. And he descended by parachute. He was cited with 4 violations of FAA regulations and fined $4,000. So he did not talk his way out of it.
He was arrested under Larry's Law.
Larry's Law. Dude, what a fucking legend, dude.
You can't fly it. You can't fly a chair into the sky anymore.
We as a culture do not talk about Larry enough.
I agree. We should all know his name. Say his... No, I'm not going to say that.
No,
that sucks.
Nah, we'll cut that.
Cut that.
The Guinness... The Guinness Book of World Record... the Guinness Book of World Records recognizes the highest altitude attained via cluster ballooning, which is what it's now known as, cluster ballooning. Ballonacy, as I much prefer. Was achieved by Mike Howard of the UK, boo, and Steve Davis of America, yay. Who on August 4th, 2001, over Los Lunas, New Mexico, used 400 helium balloons to reach a height of over 18,300 feet. Larry Walters is estimated to have reached 16,000 feet. Boy, I'm gonna butcher so many names. There's some tough names coming up. Yoshikazu.
Can I try?
Yeah. Here it's at the top. You want to try to?
I don't know how to hold this thing. Oh, easy. Yoshikazu Suzuki.
Fuck you.
Yoshikazu Suzuki departed from Lake Biwa in Japan on 23rd November 1992 with 23 helium balloons. Interesting. 23 on 23. He was spotted by a Japanese Coast Guard airplane on November 25th, located about 800 kilometers, 500 miles, offshore of the Pacific Ocean at an altitude between 2,500 and 4,000 meters, or 8,200 feet and 13,100 feet. And he was never seen again. Should have laughed at that.
I copy-pasted these. I didn't even read them. I did not expect that.
How well did I nail Yoshikazu Suzuki?
Dude, you crushed it. Do the next one. Oh.
John Ninomiya.
John what?
Ninomiya.
Okay.
The thing about Japanese that people don't realize is when it's translated to like English writing, it's spelled exactly the way that you should say it.
Okay.
I used to work in a Japanese restaurant.
Okay.
Everything is like you just go for it.
It's all phonetic.
Yeah.
Sick. Actually, great to know.
Ninomiya, on the other hand, not so easy. John Ninomiya's flights have been featured on the Science Channel, the History Channel. That's all it says.
All right.
Another guy named Kent Couch.
Hell yeah, Kent.
47-year-old American gas station owner from Bend, Oregon.
Yes, he is.
Flew 240 miles in his lawn chair.
Sick.
Landing in a field about 3.5 miles northwest of North Powder, Oregon. Brazilian Roman Catholic priest and human rights defender Adilier Antonio de Carli.
You're doing great.
Adilier Antonio de Carli.
Okay.
Lifted off from Emperi, Brazil.
Adilier Antonio Incari.
Suspended under 600 helium-filled party balloons. Reached an altitude of 5,300 meters, 17,400 feet, before landing safely in Argentina.
Just landed fine. Insane.
On May 28th, the American adventurer, on May 28th, 2010, not May 28th, recently.
Okay.
Kind of recently, 2010. American adventurer Jonathan Trapp crossed the English Channel by cluster balloon, departing near Challock, England, and crossing over the White Cliffs of Dover. Cool.
Sick.
At St. Margaret's Bay. He made landfall again over Dunkirk, France, and then tracked inland, landing in a farmer's cabbage patch.
I prefer power lines, but that's also kind of cute.
On June 8th, 2013.
2013.
Sorry, they say Cliffs of Dover. I heard Cliffs of Dover and I got swept.
Cliffs of Dover in 2013.
2013. Joe Barbara.
God love your mother, Mary Joseph.
Joe Barbara.
Joe Barbara, good to see you.
Center, Washington.
Joe Barbara, haven't seen you in a dog's age.
A dog's age?
7 years.
Oh, a dog's age. He launched a lawn chair of cluster balloons and recorded a new altitude record of 21,194 feet.
I think we should say don't try this at home, but also this seems very doable. Don't try this at home. You didn't get the idea from us, but also new club.
Dude, this guy's name is Daniel Boria. Isn't there a comic named Daniel Bory?
There's David Bory.
David Bory, that's what I was thinking of. On July 6, 2015, Daniel Boria of Calgary, Canada, a Canuck, sorry about it.
All right, our neighbors to the north.
Tied about 100 helium balloons to a garden chair. That's what they call lawn chairs in Canada.
Fucking idiots. Dumbasses. You sound stupid.
And flew over his city in a publicity stunt. He escaped his balloon pod by cutting himself loose and deploying his parachute. On October 20th, 2017, Tom Morgan of Bristol, England, boo, reached heights of 8,000 feet using 100 color helium balloons. Don't like that they call them that.
Yeah, I don't appreciate that.
15.5 miles over South Africa.
South Africa.
South
you went
Africa.
Australian for South Africa.
No, that's South Africa. South Africa.
Now do Australian.
South Africa.
South Africa.
It's just not as high pitched. South Africa.
South Africa.
South Africa.
Oh, I see.
On September 2nd, 2020, David Blaine, heard of him?
Heard of him? Which, by the way, I think we should do.
I thought he was dead already.
No. No, he's still kicking.
Who's dead? Who am I thinking of?
So many people.
Who am I thinking of?
Most
dead?
people are dead.
Who got punched in the stomach?
Oh,
Houdini.
Harry Houdini. I think we should do an episode on David Blaine.
Houdini. Yeah. Like who done it? Who done it? Yeah, we should do a Blaine.
That'd be fun.
On September 2nd, 2020, David Blaine reached 24,900 feet via helium-filled balloons suspended by harness attached to a cable routed through his sleeve to appear as if holding the balloons by one hand. That's cool.
Yeah.
He had all necessary licenses and permissions.
Loser, dork, grow a pair.
Carried an oxygen supply. Lame.
Boring.
ADS-B transponder. Don't know what that is.
How many sandwiches did he bring?
None.
Loser.
And remote control of ballast and balloon popping squibs.
Squeebs.
He released himself from the balloons. Came on him. And free fell until his parachute automatically opened at 7,000 feet. The pussy's way.
Yes, the coward's way. And that is, to my knowledge, all the ones worth mentioning. Gang.
Suzuki was never seen again as crazy.
I know.
Nobody even found him. Nobody even found the chair.
Dude, that's the story of Lawn Chair Larry.
I love that.
A new American hero.
Lawn Chair Larry, dude. We should make shirts that say a man can't just sit around - Lawn Chair Larry.
I love that. We are not going to make them.
Are we going to be sued
probably.
by his estate? Did
Harold?
he have an estate?
Dude, I wonder.
Probably not.
I'm not going to look it up. Let's just do it till we get a cease and desist.
Yeah.
My new favorite story might be Lawn Chair Larry.
Yeah, same.
That and remember the guy
Lawn Chair motherfucking Larry, dude.
Remember the guy that was like a terrible drunk and all these people tried to kill him? Like
I love that guy. Love that guy.
15
they like
times.
fed him nails and he was like, whatever. He was drinking turpentine and just like kind of chilling.
Okay, well that's the episode, gang. Thank you so much for listening.
What was it? Oh, good luck and don't shut it up. That's the new sign.
Don't shut it up, gang.
Hey, good luck and don't shut it up.
This holiday season, don't shut it up. All right? And we'll see you in the new year.
Bye.
Bye.